Hello everyone, Ron here from L.T.L Tutoring Central, and I am here with some more idioms. This is idioms 19, and all of these ones have something to do with a body part. A finger, a heartbeat, a head, and a hand. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. Before we get into the idioms, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you to everyone who has already subscribed and liked videos, commented, and shared videos. All of that helps, and I really do appreciate it. So keep those comments and messages coming, and don't forget to hit that subscribe, and clicking the notifications can help too. Also, if you want to know about my in-person tutoring here at the big table, if you're local, or my online tutoring, if you're not so local, uh, send me an email message. I can send you more information, or we can have a free online information meeting. If you're checking out the website, there'll be a link in the description below. You can see my list of Udemy courses. These ones are online courses through Udemy. And send me a message to get a coupon, because those prices are the highest price, and I can get you a coupon much lower, usually $9.99 US to $13.99. I'll give you the cheapest one that Udemy offers. That's out of my control. The coupon only lasts those ones for I think 5 days, so I can't put a link below that won't change constantly. So just send me an email and I can do that for you. All right, let's have a look at idioms 19. First up, we have not lift a finger. It means do nothing to help. For example, Theodore always plays video games and never lifts a finger to help with chores. So Theodore just sits in front of the television or the computer playing games, and he never does anything to help out. Or they wanted change but didn't lift a finger to make it happen. So this may be a group at work or maybe a group of students. They wanted something to change, might even be politically, but they didn't do anything to make it happen. They didn't lift a finger to make that change come about. In a heartbeat, this means to do something immediately or to do something without having to think about it. For example, Sarah said she would go back to that park in a heartbeat. So this probably means she really enjoyed going there. There were a lot of fun things to do there. So she would not hesitate to go back to that park. She said she would go back to that park in a heartbeat. Or tell me when you need me and I'll be there in a heartbeat. So this is probably a very good friend or somebody you love. And as soon as they need you, you're going to go immediately. You don't even have to think about it. You're going to be there in a heartbeat. Then we have bury your head in the sand. It means ignoring the obvious, not facing the facts or reality. For example, burying your head in the sand won't make your problems disappear. So just ignoring the issues or ignoring the problems will not make them disappear. It won't fix them. It won't correct them. It won't help you in any way. Or they knew there were financial difficulties, but they buried their heads in the sand instead of facing them. So again, this is a group that knew that there were problems. It could be a family, I guess. They knew there were financial difficulties, but instead of dealing with them, instead of facing the facts or facing the reality of the situation, they ignored it. They sort of buried their heads in the sand, hoping it would just go away by itself. Finally, we have secondhand, and this means a used item, something that was previously owned, or something that's not from the original source. For example, I bought this book secondhand from the used bookstore. That means that this book was owned by somebody else previously, maybe many people, and you went to the used bookstore, and this is generally a bookstore that has a lot of books that have already been purchased by someone else, and they either traded or the store bought them from them, but it was previously owned. Or the judge would not accept secondhand information because it is considered hearsay. So generally in courts, they won't accept secondhand information. In other words, somebody told you something, but you're not allowed to say that in the court. And sometimes we use the expression secondhand, but as I said with the used bookstore, it's the same idea. It may not be just, you may not be the second person to hear it or the second owner of the book. You might be the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. It could be well down. It could be a book that's been going around for years, or it could be a piece of information that has traveled from person to person to person. And therefore, it's not really reliable because it's secondhand information. It's not from the original source. Well, there you have it. A few more idioms to add to your repertoire. We have not lift a finger, in a heartbeat, bury your head in the sand. Don't bury your head in the sand. It's always better to face things head on. And secondhand, yeah, you can get some really good secondhand items if we're talking about closer to the literal meaning of it, where you're going out and buying a used book or some used clothing or whatnot. There's lots of shops and places where you can do that, and they're still often very, very good quality, much better than ending up in the landfill. Secondhand information, we have to be a little more careful. The courts really do, as the example that we gave, but also just in our personal lives, you do have to be careful when you hear something from someone else who's maybe heard it from someone. It's not even secondhand anymore, it's like fifth hand or something. So we do have to be careful with that. I hope you enjoyed those. Um, yeah, let me know what you're thinking, and let me know if you're interested in my personal tutoring services, whether in person if you're local or online. And just send me an email. I can send you more information, or we can have a free online information meeting. Don't forget to subscribe. Other than that, just keep learning, keep having fun. It is Ron from L.T.L Tutoring Central. Bye bye for now.